Hello, good morning. And today, with this background, we'll make it a little more clearer, a little more easier for us to be the yolk, the yellow dress, like the chick, the yolk in the egg. Keeping the sunny side up is pivotal, very, very necessary for having a healthy, wealthy, wise life. Okay, having a life. Because Andromeda galaxies in different stages of merging with Milky Way galaxy. Yeah. And one of the predictions they say is the stars will become kind of red. Yeah. So we already have a technology by which to maintain our light yellow, or bright and nice and shiny. Otherwise, they get a little yellow, dirty fellow. When the yellow gets a little cooked, a little fried, Maillard reaction and all that, Maillard reaction. Yeah. Like toast. It's a little toasty, a little browned. Then that's when the yellow becomes a little red. Yeah. So let's not get cooked because you talk about gaslighting and all that. Yeah. So while that is the case, what does it take to maintain a yellow or bright and nice and shiny? Yeah. So we're at least yellow yolk. Okay. Because the yolk in yoga brings things together. One nice, because it's like all there's when the fire is on and it's a nice warm little fire like a bonfire, all people just come around and then want to warm up and then listen to things around the bonfire, campfire and all that. Like that. Yeah. So humanity correspondence is like suno by suno. Yeah. Ajab Purani Ghazab Kahani. Have you watched the movie Tangled? It's available on YouTube from Disney Plus, Disneyland, Disney World. And in that movie, there's reference to a golden flower. Yeah. That's like the you say twinkle, twinkle, little star. You go, how I wonder what you are. Yeah. Golden flower. And this golden flower also has reference to the Jungle Book's red flower. Because it's a fire on light. Jungle Book, they're scared of the fire. Yeah. While humans are building their civilization, it constructs from the same yellow, golden red flower. In the movie Tangled, the golden flower is then um, mixed in a medicine, and Rapunzel is born from it. And Gothel, the the witch, yeah, the stepmother witch, who takes Rapunzel to a tower. Yeah. Um, so the light is on there, and Gothel comes to the tower to get young again. Yeah, because her hair has the ability to heal and have her be young again. Gothel is like dark matter, like Andromeda galaxy, different stages emerging with Milky Way galaxy. Yeah, Earth alone has what it takes to have life. Yeah, and it's who developed the ability to be a twinkle, twinkle, little star. Yeah, who life would like to pay a little more attention to because they live in life, they rejuvenate. Yeah, and it takes something to be a flower and not lose your hair. Yeah, or want to run off and fly off to be like a lighthouse. Why? Because the universe would like to get alive and young and beautiful. And we need people who can do that, who can make things happen like that, to live in life, to rejuvenate life in the multiverse. That requires a certain set of practices so that the flower, golden flower, is rooted in reality. While, like in the movie tangled. Rapunzel, she's on a tower. She has a body that's human, so she's rooted in her human experience and has a hair. That's like the lion's mane. Yeah, you could have your ideas all around the place, like Garden of Eden. Lion, hair, connected to many things, and your ideas can give rise to, oh, beautiful, yeah, beautiful ideas. So much that you can keep sharing, and there's lots, and people like to know how, yeah, and to not get tangled in the matter, such that you lose your patience or you lose your beautiful, yeah, that every human being has. We have a body that's human. We also have hair, or some of us have gotten so tense that some of us are losing hair. Yeah, but when we keep a cool, the hair is not lost. We continue to have a golden hair. Yeah. It's also kind of like the twinkle, twinkle, little star, stardust to stardom. Yeah. To maintain the light, the shine of our star. Yeah, the stardom that we are. Without getting, oh, they're seeing me. Now what? Yeah. And I go hide. Social toxic. Yeah. So we need to have the light in the lighthouse to guide the ships who may be lost and found. Yeah. And like which way is better move, which way to go, how to do the right things. So keeping the light in the lighthouse, yeah, requires as not getting lost, bhool bhulaiya, jantar mantar, or the matrix from our six senses. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, knowing. And they all are kind of here. You could get so lost in, oh, I know this. And then before you know it, you're uh, lost in transition. We found something. Yeah, and then you go there. Yeah. Or we're like Tuk Tuk in Raya and the Last Dragon. You're busy talking about something. Oh, flower. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Or you saw an idea, visualization. Yeah, that's how things work. So, or you're hearing things and then you're responding to internal stimulus. Yeah. Yeah. Or those kinds of consents. So you don't know um, your internal world from your external world. That causes a little tanglement or a little jangle. Yeah. So the yellow, beautiful, yeah, golden flower gets a little less beautiful, a little tangled. Yeah. And then you become like somebody else. Instead of maintaining your own beautiful original, yay. Yeah. You could become like somebody else. Now it takes something to be me and not become somebody else. And I have the representation of the 10 levels where you could get kind of lost. And then there is a male and female version of it. You could get lost in the male version of them or the female version of them. So I'll put the link to what I've called as my conscience. So you have a little look at, there are many things you could get lost in. Yeah. For example, your identity or your idea of I love you. So the you get so lost in that you lose touch with your own self. And then your happiness is dependent on you or somebody else. Could be mother, father, spouse, anybody. Yeah. Siblings, anybody. And then your peace of mind is a little low. Yeah. So it requires us to keep maintaining being me, originally me. So we are all this golden flower, original, beautiful. That requires, I have an idea. Okay, we got this little person who helps us make the matter clear. And it's called dun, 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 it's called a compass. To a compass, we put a pencil. Yeah. And then we tighten the relationship with the compass and between the compass and pencil. Yeah. And then the pencil is like the story you write. It's a good thing it's a pencil, which means you can erase if something goes wrong, and then you can rewrite it, make corrections. which is good. And the compass functions just like the circle and the dot. You have your attention focused on one point, and then you draw your circles and your stories and your explorations, having one point in one place. Yeah. Rooted in reality. For example, like the tower is rooted in reality, and there's a lighthouse on top. Yeah. With the Rapunzel, your person in the head. Person in the head is very important. Um, yeah. Otherwise, we are like a headless chicken, not working. Yeah. So, um, to have the egg and the chicken work. Yeah. So to be the yolk and yeah. So how to um have the best of both worlds. Yeah. Requires us to have the one point rooted in reality. For example, our feet. While our head is exploring many things. Yeah. Many things. So we're not losing touch with reality. While our eyes and senses are talking about many things. And then we will learn slowly how to go beyond, getting lost in the bulbulaya and the jantar mantar, yeah, of our senses, so that we don't have to do that. Because reality is so much better than fantasy. Yeah. That's when you have a life that is so magical that you don't have to do magic. You don't have to do magic. Because that's what Earth created human beings for, to be able to go beyond. Okay, let's just say civilization has had many, many phases, including the different magical witchcrafty and magic and many, many things. It didn't work as well because there was also witch hunting and magic creating its own problem, and then people dying, and then not so much working because they're all different kinds of hallucinations. Life found a solution by creating me, where you're not getting lost in your sense and sensibilities and all these different things that you're hearing that you could get so lost. You could get diseases. Yeah. And you don't know how to function in such a way that you don't lose your how to walk. They say the biblical idea of um, 7 mountains, Sisyphus and his rock up the mountain. Instead of just doing your work, you are lost in your own little stuff. Yeah. And not climbing those spaces which is required of a human being for us all to get out of the troubles we are. For example, to live in life in the multiverse. Earth is a Garden of Eden, and for us to be profitable for the Garden of Eden, we would need to go beyond our sensory getting lost. Rooted in reality. In the Shiva trilogy, they call it the Somras. Somaras. Yeah? Somaras. And that is from the bark, it's like the Sanjeevani bark, the bark of our body, that which makes our body alive, Sanjeevani, that which has us be alive and maintaining being alive, to be regularly digested in the water such that that which has us be alive, the essence of that which has us be alive, is maintained as it needs to be. Otherwise, we lose health, wealth, wisdom. We age, grow old, and lose our powers. Being in Garden of Eden, yeah, because it requires us to be yellow and not just burnt cookies. No. Yeah. So, to go beyond WHO's list of diseases, which is also coming from neurodivergent and neurotypical people, between the two kinds of music that's there, we say intellectual and then we say autism spectrum. Yeah. So, our ability to breathe healthy and naturally from the nerves that forms, like, there's about 6,000 miles of the network that's called the nervous system. And then we have blood, which is also so many miles. Yeah. And then we have muscles, so many miles. Bones, so many miles. Yeah. So many structures, so many miles. Fascia, Oh my God, so many miles. We can keep going, oh my goodness, yeah, about a body. So we got lots. We are very wealthy people. So through these videos, we will learn one book. Hey, I say I'm showing two fingers because a book has, you don't read a book like this. Read a book like this. It's got two parts. You read both sides. Like Jatayu, you got two wings. A body has two sides, left and right. Yeah. So flight of ideas is when we are not so much in balance, yeah, between the two sides. So this is like the tightrope walk, having two sides, yeah. And like the compass, our foot keeping the matter in reality, while our head is doing all the, um, um, explorations. So this is like Ganapati, yeah, Ganu Baba, healthy natural breathing. We're going to pay attention to different aspects of our body's breathing and metabolic processes. So we're maintaining the yellow and not dirty fellow. Yeah. While our head is doing the skanda or the murugan. Yeah. Um, um, exploring the world, the peacock. Yeah. With many eyes, we see many, many things. Yeah. And we gather information and then we put them onto our management information system and continue to have a healthy, wise life. Yeah. Let's author a good life. Because like this, we can draw many, many circles. Sacred geometry has many circles, but it at least begins with you having a hang, control, okay, a relationship with your own life, your own circle, which is the first circle. Yeah. Point and a circle. Let's get that circle together. Like a pizza has wedges. Do you have a slice of life or do you have the whole pizza? Yeah. And then from there, we'll at least become from a flat character like pizza, we'll come to a round character. Yeah. Like Earth. Sphere, a nice fine. And then clear, like the dot at the center of the Sri Chakra. It's a sphere. Yeah. Good, nice, not flat. So from flat characters, they become all nice and round and beautiful. Yeah. So on that note, I invite you to pay attention to your feet because we have two of them. Even if you don't have feet, an alive person has their head, neck, trunk, and pelvis. So much is there for an alive person to be alive. Yeah. And then plus or minus limbs. And an alive person has two parts to the body. A human being has two sides, left and right sides. So get in touch with that, which is first in touch with ground, Mother Earth. Yeah. So you're in touch with two aspects of you, the left and right side. So that's like two people. Because it's said to be the masculine and the feminine sides. Nature, nurture, complementary opposites. Our body is at least made from mother and father material, sperm and ovum. Without exception. You have a belly button to say that you're born with sperm and ovum. So people are into all their own little ideas about how to live life. And so you're not limited by sperm and ovum. That's where we say you have flights of ideas, which is not in touch with reality. Yeah. Andromeda galaxy in different stages of merging with Milky Way galaxy. It's giving people ideas, which is not conducive with life sustainably. Yeah. So while such is the case, let's get in touch with reality. Yeah. So we all are on one planet Earth. So it takes something to maintain common sense. While Ravana is said to have like 10 heads, you could get lost in so many tens. Yeah. So between 1 and 0, 1 and 0. Yeah. So artificial intelligence, we're talking in terms of 1 and 0 at least. Yeah. We could get so lost in them that we have a virtual life or life like something like it, or don't lose your past in Garden of Eden. Yeah. So people are talking about out of the body experiences and all of that. So not working so much. So let's be in touch with reality and the virtuality. Best of both worlds. Yeah. It's taken a long time for the internet to form. So let's make the best of both, the real and the virtual. Yeah. Now, your feet, at least, I will speak in terms of the feet and then I'll speak in terms of the pelvis. Yeah. So you have best of both worlds. Those who have limbs, not, we have an alive body, we have this Muladhara. Yeah. So some people have their feet as a first point of contact. Some people have their pelvis as a first point of contact. Nevertheless, it's still Muladhara. The actual Muladhara is actually it's actually me. Me in the sense, the person within all these different layers of identities and many, many tens. Yeah. It's because me is here, like matter and energy is here, that life is there to be experienced. If you just say a ghost, like God, okay, dark matter, we can't see. Yeah. They would like to have life. They would like to maintain like antiparticle. So you better be particle, because antiparticle is kind of like, making sure you have something we don't. The particle has something antiparticle doesn't. So it's kind of making sure, you have something, be there, be there. Yeah. Or we are, you want to come to the side? Yeah. No. So take something to maintain the tension between particle and antiparticle. Have life, and other than that, death. Let's be this side, yeah. Hatha yoga, very nice. Now, pay attention to that part of your feet where your legs are meeting with the feet. It's called the ankles. It's a certain bone that connects your heel with your legs. Okay? And that bone, it's like a ball bearing. Maintains a fine connection such that you can rotate your feet like this, do this, yeah? And even all this or do this, and still maintain a certain balance while you're doing all these circuses. We can also rotate our body like this, but this can be stable because of this ball bearing of a bone. It connects our legs with this. So this is like the vertical and the horizontal. Between the vertical and horizontal, there's a ball bearing. Just like the dot at the center of Sri Chakra. Yeah, ball bearing. I didn't see this coming. Yeah, okay. So that ball bearing plays a pivotal role in you maintaining your balance with reality versus virtuality. Now, why I say that is, being in touch with this ball, left and right sides, could give you different things showing up in your eyes, ears, in your seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, knowing. Because there are many muscles, fascia, bone, yeah, blood, and many, many, many things that plays a role in keeping this ball touching between the vertical and the horizontal. And when you're moving this, you could have ideas, yeah, and you need to not get lost in them. And that takes some circuits. So we're going to be on the feet for some time because you're only talking about one bone of both the feet. And with this compass, on touch with reality of the matter, so we are grounded on earth and not just having flight of ideas, we will then begin to start writing our stories, details that has our life be our life and not somebody else's life. So we have a handle on the story that's our life. Pencil it. We will pencil it. Then we can also use an eraser as the new information comes or we see things in a newer way. And then it becomes easier for us to write our story in a way that makes sense, that it also is rooted in reality, and then we can keep making things better. The narrative of our life keeps getting better. So let's get in touch with the feet. I'll make another video for you to warm up to some more aspects about the feet. So you're really rooted, grounded in reality. So like during the COVID season, mommy puppy life grounded us in our own homes. When we are not behaving as well, then there is parents ground children. Let's ground ourselves. Yeah. So nobody else has to ground us. Yeah. So we are fine. And then we can help them be grounded too. Yeah. Just in case there are things that they know and don't know. I've been saying adults don't really know what they're talking about. Yeah. So let's be grounded in reality and help others sort out their stuff too. Because we would definitely love humanity across boundaries. Yeah. WHO's list of diseases is talking about we haven't really figured it all out yet. Yeah. So let's help them. Those who haven't figured it all out, do figure it all out and build a better story. Okay. Compass. There's this movie, The Golden Compass. Yeah. And it's also called as the Aletheometer, the truthometer, Aletheometers. When you translate it into English, it becomes truthometer. So what is the stories by which you can discern the truth of the matter? So you're living a truthful life, true love. Love, you need to be able to mature your cares to love, to true love. You don't care at all, then we'll help you restore your care because, well, a body is human. We're like the yolk. A body is human because there is some form of love, care, nurture in one form or the other that we got, because of which we are having a body that's human and we are alive and on this side of life. Okay? So given that we have a body that's human, if you don't care, we will help you discern what is it you really care about. Because you're alive, you have a body that's human. It is a given that you care about something because you have a body that's human. Otherwise, you wouldn't be alive. You have a difficulty with being alive? A lot of people, the dark matter space, a lot of people would do just anything to have the opportunity of having a body that's human, alive, anywhere on earth. Yeah. And to have a body that's human, alive, they would do just anything. So what you have is already so many times rare. And that's to say the least. Oh, that's not even saying to the least. There's so many. It's like I haven't even begun to say how precious is what you already have. Yeah. Now let's keep the cares maturing to love, given that we have a body that's human, maturing to love, to true love. And that requires getting our stories right, a touch with the reality and virtuality. While we are writing our stories and improving it, and we can also erase and then improve the codes of it. We can all do that. Yeah. Some of the difficulties with life, with who you are, what you're doing, and what you have the potential for, and what all you can make available, it's in the narratives and the stories, and a relationship between virtual and reality. Yeah. Okay. So on that note, I will pause. I may not have reached any particular landing kind, but the story keeps getting better. But we have something to begin to start thinking along those lines. Yeah. We may not have come to the first step, or have we? We can keep climbing up the steps. Yeah. That way, we keep getting better. One step at a time. So I don't know how many steps I've covered right now, but I hope this at least gets you started on thinking about the compass. Yeah. About your body, about your feet. And this is, senses. You have a six senses. Let's get you started from what I'm calling as the AS, Administrative Statistical System. So you'll find a video on ASS. It's got circle and it's got lines. Yeah, and then some drawings there. You'll find it on my channel when you scroll down. We could get lost in our six senses: seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, knowing. And it helps for us to get in touch with earth, water, fire, air, spirit, space, so that we're not getting lost in our sense and sensibilities. We are more sensible when we can sense earth, water, fire, air, spirit, space. So we're not getting lost in our senses from being more sensible of these six elements. So while our feet, we can feel our feet. Yeah. We will come to healthy natural breathing. So you can appreciate your own feet from 10 breaths. Let's just say breaths. Yeah. Vayus are called. 5 Vayus and 5 Upavayus, 10 together. We are going to be at the feet for some time. Yeah. Because we tend to keep getting lost in hallucinatories, magic, and all kinds of things. So, because Andromeda Galaxy in different stages of merging with the Milky Way Galaxy. So our sense and sensibilities may be functioning many ways. Yeah. So I invite you to just take a look at that, what I call as Administrative Statistical System. And then we will come from the center. So we are going to touch upon earth, water, fire, spirit, space in relationship with seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, knowing. Okay. And then slowly, we'll cover those details. It becomes easier for us to maintain our yellow. Yeah, now become dirty fellow. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this has been of value to you. Good day.